Hello and welcome to VisionCast. And today on the program it's going to be so awesome. We're going to have some special guests. We're going to have Chica all the way from South Africa. We're going to have Jessica from Guadalajara. And we're going to be talking today about Passion Week. It's just so awesome that this is a week that we celebrate that Jesus died, but he resurrected from the dead. And today we have somebody real special here that's going to be greeting us this special time. We have Doreen also.
Yes, hello.
But we have a very special guest right here.
Amen. I just wanted to come by. Actually, this Vision Cast is going to be with Julie and Doreen, and then they have others that they're going to be having on the program today. But I just finished now, just recently, with the regionals, regionals from all over the world. And I was able to hear how creative they've been as far as the what do you call it, online?
Yeah, on the social media platforms.
Social media.
Yes.
And they've been very, very creative in connecting and staying in touch with their people. So this has been very, very tremendous week. And it's a week that has really brought increase in our lives. We've grown. We've had to grow this week in staying connected with our people. But this is Passion Week. And we're excited that Friday we'll be speaking about his death, but then Sunday he resurrected from the dead.
Hallelujah.
And he lives forevermore. So I just wanted to give you a shout out.
And then we're also going to be having Risen being shown on Easter Sunday for everybody all over the world. And maybe you could say a little bit about that.
Well, it's we're going to be having that program, and it's available for all of you to be able to plug into it. And really, really excited when you see that production. It's a production that was made by Victory Outreach, but it's such a professional production that at first I thought it was some other video that they got from somewhere else. But they said, no, this is originally from Victory Outreach. So I'm excited, and I'll also be participating in the video and the production as well. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you on Sunday through the video and through the production. Amen.
Okay.
Praise the Lord. Well, I'm over here. Doreen.
Thank you, Sonny, for
I feel like
joining
just stepping aside. You should stay here.
And I've taken over
No,
here. So
take over.
Anyway,
Take
God
over.
bless you, and I'm going to be turning over to them. All right?
Okay, thank you very much for joining us, Sonny.
Oh, you sure you don't want to stay?
No.
Well, it's really beautiful that we're on Passion Week.
Yes.
And Doreen and I were reading the Word of God earlier about, what it's all about. That Jesus was on the cross, crucified for you and I. Yeah. And we were talking a little bit about what he said on the cross.
Yes.
Maybe you could refer to that.
Before that, can we go to the trailer? Because Risen, we would like for you to see the trailer. We would like for you to see the trailer of Risen. It's produced, it's directed, it's shot, and it's edited all by Victory Outreach, your media teams. It's a collaboration of 3 churches, Chino, San Jose, and Whittier. But everything that you're going to see in this production is done by Victory Outreach International in collaboration with those 3 churches. And it's just awesome to see what has been shot and produced, and now it's almost finished. The music is even original it's actually recorded and everything through our Chino worship team. So we're going to show you a little clip to get you excited, the trailer for Risen.
Everything must be fulfilled. You do not understand now what I'm doing. One day you will.
So don't miss out. It's going to be shown this Sunday, and it's going to be shown on different platforms. If you're a part of a church that's showing Risen, we encourage you to be faithful to your church and watch on their platforms. I think many churches, we're getting calls from all over the world. They're showing it in different continents. So whatever church you're a part of, tune in to your social media platform, your service, and be able to be a part of viewing it with your church family from your home. And also at 3 p.m. on Sunday, we're going to be showing it from our Victory Outreach International platform. And you can see it on Victory Outreach International YouTube or Victory Outreach International Facebook. But man, seeing those clips, Mom.
I know, weren't they awesome?
Oh my gosh, and just seeing and being a part of this, and we've been reading in Luke, and we've been reading how he suffered and he died to take away the sins of the world.
And I stay amazed at as much suffering he was going through, and he gave some words on the cross. Maybe you could refer to one of them.
He said, I think we were talking about it as finished, but before that he says, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yeah.
Wow. He was thinking about,
If I was being crucified, I don't know if I could say that. You know,
Wow.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I mean, that's very deep, and it's very, very, very special that Jesus forgave. That after they beat him and spit on him and just defiled him, and he said, Father, forgive them, for they know
and they were
not what
poking
they
him,
do.
and he was under so much pain and suffering.
Yeah.
And he says, forgive them, you know?
Yeah.
So that's heavy, the forgiveness.
And
the
then
heart.
another word that he said was to the thief on the cross, because the thief on the cross, one of them was making fun of him and saying, oh, if you're God, you can come down and you can save us. And then the other one said, how could you do that? You know, how could you do that? And then he turned to Jesus and says, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
Yeah.
And Jesus says, today you will be with me in paradise. Today. So that's pretty awesome that he was a thief. And like many of Victory Outreach, you know, that were saved from a life of crime and a life of bondage, and he was saved. And it was so beautiful to see that he said, today you will be with me in paradise.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's amazing that there's nothing you can do to make God love you any less. There's nothing you can do. And that's so comforting to know that his love is endless, his love is limitless. And he loves us no matter where you are, no matter what you've done. There's nothing that is too hard for him. And he will forgive.
Yeah.
He
Then
will forgive.
Another thing that he said was Father, why has you forsaken me?
Wow.
You know, like for that moment, he was carrying the sins of the entire world. Your sins, my sins, the sins of back then.
Can you imagine how that felt? Oh my gosh.
All the sin he was
He who
carrying.
knew no sin.
And the
know,
Father,
became sin.
he had to probably just turn away because Father is holy, holy. And he looked at his son carrying all that sin. He had to just turn away for probably a second. But Jesus felt it. He felt it that he was turning away from him. And he says, Father, Father, why have you forsaken me? But he didn't forsake him, of course. He was right there all along, but he felt the pain of his son, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Then he says, unto you I commit my spirit.
Yeah.
You know?
And he said, it is finished. And when it was finished, it was finished. That meant that he was resurrecting from the dead, and the third day he would resurrect from the dead.
Yes.
But when he died, oh my God, and resurrected, that's when the earthquake took place. That's when the curtain was torn. That meant that we have access to the Father. It was just so awesome that he overcame.
Yes.
And he said,
overcame.
it is finished.
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah, he came with the mission. He came with you and I in mind. And he finished that we could be set free, that we could be delivered, that we can stand here today. And he
Yeah.
rose from the dead.
And to think what God has done through this ministry, it's amazing, Doreen. I stay amazed that we started with just 2 people in our living room, and today it's all over the world. And we're going to be talking to a couple of our women that are out there on the field. We're going to be talking to Chica in South Africa. And right now we're going to be going to her right now and see how she's doing in South Africa. My grandson is there right now in South Africa, and I thank God that he's there and he's doing so good. He's learning how to preach the gospel. It's awesome. And Chica, so you're with us right now.
Hey,
I can't hear you, but you're there. Are you unmuted?
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can
Sister
hear
Judy?
you. God bless you. I'm going to give you a big hug. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Yeah. So this is a different way to minister today. This is so
Okay.
different. What are you doing to get the gospel out right now?
To get the gospel out, okay, I realized that during this COVID-19, God actually used this situation to make us spread the gospel even more. To be honest, Sister Julie, right now, I feel even our congregation in Cape Town, we not only just meet on Sunday, but right now, the message that has been speaking through the online can be here, passed beyond the wall of Cape Town, all over the world, and then we receive a lot of great feedback, not only from Cape Town, not South Africa, but all around the world. So I'm really excited that the gospel is spreading very fast right now. When the COVID-19 spread the death, and the people of God spread the faith and
Yeah.
life.
That's beautiful, and we've been able to see everybody, on social media. We've been able to see your husband. We've been able to see Pretoria, Louis. We've been able to see Johannesburg, Ryan, September. They're all on, and it's another way to minister. This is so different now, the way to minister, right, Doreen?
Yes, and then what I love is that we're seeing people unsaved and backsliders. We're seeing them tune in. I know you're experiencing that too. They're tuning in, and they're rededicating their lives, and they're getting saved. Family members are getting saved.
It's beautiful to see that the church is not the building. If anything, that's been the reality of it all, is that the church is not the building. The church is us. We are the church. And we have to love him whether we're in a building or not. We have to love him. We have to serve him. We have to make it different. It's going to be different, but we love him and we continue to seek him. And tell me about being home. What do you do at home?
We are busy. Actually, my home is at the property that United We Can bought. We are here next to the UTC. So right now, my house and the UTC, and then we also have the G home. We prepare the production almost every day for our church services. So we busy prepare the quality. That's what we can do, online services for our church, and then also not only for our church. We have something also for the region. In fact, we also arranged that tomorrow night after the service in the evening, we're gonna have a Zoom prayer meeting for all the churches in all over South Africa, 6 churches, and all the congregation will lock in together with Zoom. So we're gonna run it from this property. So not only about that, and then also doing social media, connect with WhatsApp. And we really feel it, Sister Julie and Sister Doreen, that our connection with the people even more stronger during this time. And we got each other.
That's right. And what kind of praise reports are you getting? I know you're probably getting a lot of praise reports. What are you hearing? What kind of feedback are you getting?
Okay, we heard some of the testimony. A lot of people experience kind of like a financial going down like that, but we heard the testimony. Even the church is also getting a breakthrough financially as well.
Wow.
And then some of the churches, and then also we heard some of the people that is financially, and then also the most important thing, Sister Doreen and Sister Julie, I heard that one family watching the service online with unsaved uncle, unsaved auntie, and they received Jesus. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that is awesome.
The salvation is still taking place.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are probably fearing right now. And, it brings some kind of unrest in people. And if anybody's, they should be ready for the gospel, it's now. When you think about, all the uncertainty that there is right now in the world, that they're ready for the gospel. And this is a real opportune time to be able to reach others, right?
Yeah, and this is our new normal. I feel like it's a whole new normal. The Zoom life, I could even imagine some people probably just get dressed from the waist up. They're broadcasting and they're ministering and they're doing things from their homes. And I saw a picture of somebody, that's why it came to mind. I saw a picture of somebody and they were all dressed up and then they had their sweats and slippers on and I was, oh my God, it was so funny. But it is our new normal. Things, quarantine is not stopping the people of God.
Yeah.
I mean, we're continuing to move forward. The church is stronger than ever. I believe Victory Outreach is moving forward and stronger than ever. And it's good to hear what's happening in Cape Town, that that all of you are feeling that God is doing something so great over there. It's good to hear that.
It's beautiful to see the prayer meeting. The prayer meetings going on. That is so special. And then right now all the fasting going on. There's a lot of people that are fasting and praying and believing God, and it's just beautiful. And thank you, Chica, for joining us. God bless you, and give our love to everybody. My grandson.
Yeah, say hi to Matthew, my nephew.
Yeah.
For sure.
God bless you. We'll see you.
And say hi to
God
your
bless
family.
you too. I love you.
We love you.
And also, we were watching a video from Brazil.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We watched it and we both saw it today on Facebook, and we agreed that we had to share it with you. It's to show the church rising up and to show that people of faith and intercessors. Oh my God. This is a time I believe intercessors are rising up, taking their place. And also the media people are rising up and they're taking their place. And to see that in Brazil, all the way in Brazil, to see what they're doing, it stirred my faith. And I know it's going to stir your faith. This is Brazil, and it's not what they can't do. Our church is saying that it's not what we can't do, it's what we can do. And take a look at what they've chosen to do to be a witness.
Nós cremos que quando nós dobramos os nossos joelhos, o Senhor se inclina no céu para nos ouvir, para nos responder. Atende agora, Senhor. Ouve agora o clamor do teu povo. Nesse domingo a tua igreja está aqui, jejuando, orando, pagando preço, porque nós cremos na mudança, nós cremos no teu agir, nós cremos no teu mover. Senhor, há um despertamento da tua igreja para orar, para buscar aqui. Nós repreendemos toda insanidade, nós repreendemos toda...
That is so touching to see how people have taken their place to cry out for their nation and for the world. And I pray that even if you're at home, we could have that same spirit of prayer and trusting God that he's going to come against that coronavirus. We have to pray and believe God that he's going to come against it. And we're going to be set free from this horrible, horrible coronavirus. Amen?
Yeah, and when the world has fear and the world is troubled, we as Christians, we rise up in faith. And our faith brings security to others. And they're able to see through our confidence in God that he is the way, he is the truth, he is the life.
Yes, he is. And then today we also have Guadalajara. It's going to be coming in, and we're going to be talking with Jessica. And she's a wonderful woman of God. And we're going to be sharing about what's going on in Guadalajara Victory Outreach.
All right.
Hey, Jessica, how
Hello.
are you?
Hey.
Los bendiga, bendiciones.
Bendiciones. ¿Ya hablas español?
Sí, estoy mejorando.
Also, she speaks Portuguese as well, because she was also in Brazil for a good while.
That's right. You were in
Yes.
Brazil, you were in South Africa, and you're in Panama.
Yeah.
Panamá,
Fala
Guadalajara.
português.
Eu falo pouco português. Deus abençoe. Saudades a todos.
It's amazing to see somebody that's been a missionary in different countries, and And today you're married to a man of God and you're starting to work there in Guadalajara. It's just awesome to see.
Can she speak in Afrikaans too?
Can you speak in Afrikaans? Say something in Afrikaans.
Ik praat Afrikaans, baie lief vir julle. Ek is baie lief vir julle.
That's awesome. So beautiful to see how God has used you in a powerful, powerful way. And this is Passion Week. It's been so beautiful, to acknowledge what Jesus did for us this week. And we're going to be able to show Risen this week, and I'm sure you're going to see it as well, because we're also translated into Spanish. We have Spanish subtitles. So
amazing.
We're going to have it for all the Spanish speaking and the English speaking. So how are things going there in Guadalajara?
Actually, things are going really good. We feel very, very busy because we're making sure that we're staying connected with all the people. We don't want to lose not one person. So what we're doing is we've been really blessed with being here in Guadalajara with the media team that God has given us. So through them, we're able to connect with our different ministry, with Kids Gang, with our ushers. Every ministry is having their Zoom meetings. We're planning discipleships for our women, for the Mighty Men of Valor, the gang girls, the gang, everybody. So it's like basically where we live has turned into a big studio because we're always recording devotionals daily. We're practicing our worship. And somebody asked me the other day, how are you? I said, we feel busier now more than ever because we know that we have a mission. We have to continue to go after our people. So we're doing really good over here in Guadalajara.
That's so beautiful. And you're continuing to Zoom and to do all these things. And how are the people responding?
You know, it's funny because it's kind of new for the people in Latin America. We're like, when it comes to social media, we're a little bit behind. However, God's changing everything around. So what we're doing is we're doing like tutorials on YouTube, how to connect on YouTube, how to connect on Zoom, how to connect on everything that we're offering to our people. And it's cool because they're connecting. They're downloading Zoom, we're connecting with our people. So it's actually working. And also when we go live for our services, we have over 2,000 viewers. And like people from all over the world, because we watch how many people are seeing, and it's over 2,000. And even our families of the church here, a lot of their families are watching as well. And not even just in Guadalajara, but all over the world, and people are getting saved as well in Latin America.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome to hear and to see what God is doing in Guadalajara. And Jessica, give our love to everyone there. Tell them we're praying for them and that we're believing God, that God's going to cause a revival to break out.
Yes, that's
Amen.
That's what we're believing for,
Yes.
revival to break out.
Yes.
As soon as this is all over, I know that people are going to want to be in church, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful
Exactly.
to see. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Yeah. Te
Love you
amo
all
mucho.
too.
Give
Yo
our
también.
love to everyone in the church. Tell them that we love them so very much, okay?
I will. And everybody
God
loves
bless
you
you,
all too.
Jessica. God bless you. And continue the good work. Amen?
Amen.
And it's so beautiful to know that this is just two from all over the world. But we're in Australia, we're in South America, we're in Africa, we're in Europe, we're all over the world. Victory Outreach is worldwide ministry.
Yes.
It's so awesome to see that God is doing great things in everybody's life. And today, we also have one of our elders' wives, Sister Jeannie, and she's kind of close by, but we want to talk with her. We haven't been able to talk in person, so we're going to have her on right now, and we're going to be able to talk with her and see what God is doing. They pastor in Chicago, and they pastor in San Bernardino. So, Jeannie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Mama?
Good to see you, Jeannie.
I know. I can't wait to. You look so beautiful.
She does, huh? Doesn't she look gorgeous?
I put on my Easter best today because I know that, it's his Passion Week, and I want to dress up for Jesus.
That's right. You look like the queen that you are.
So tell me, how are things with you, Jeannie, right now?
Things are great. I am believing God for greater things. I'm getting ready for an online service tonight, live that I've never done by myself. That's a women's takeover. So we're going to be talking about convention and what happened at convention, and then I'll be giving a special word and taking up prayer needs and just really encouraging the women to continue what God started. And they were so impacted at our convention. They're ready to go everywhere. I'm sorry. They were ready to go everywhere, and then they shut down the world. So
Yeah.
they're on hold.
Wasn't it just so timely to be able to have our convention right before this took place? It was so
Yes.
timely.
Yeah.
God knew exactly what he was doing. you
Yeah,
know?
he prepared us too. I believe he prepared all of us.
Yeah.
Definitely with a convention.
Yeah.
You know, that was God. I mean, he knows everything anyway. Even though the virus is not from him, he'll use it. You know, he does whatever he wants to do.
And even in our international regional meetings, remember how my dad brought out the need
Yes.
to be relevant and to work on your social media.
And that was just in January.
in January, before anything came about. I feel like he already was gearing us and preparing us, and you know, he already knew that we had to be prepared. And everybody, I feel like that was a real turning point for a lot of us. We started making changes, and we were prepared. A lot of
Right.
us were prepared.
Right. I think that not everybody was really giving it that much attention, but when you brought it out, how are you communicating? How is your social media? Is it relevant? And just all those questions, and then we were able to discuss it, and they went back to their churches, and look at now, that's the way we're communicating.
He was prophetic. Dad is so amazing the way
Prophetic.
he sees he sees ahead, so far ahead. And I'm
great.
amazed because he hears from God, and you know, it's just amazing, huh, Jeannie? Isn't it amazing?
God gave him revelation. I mean, what could we say? He's the greatest founder there ever was. And you're the greatest inspirational leader, Mom.
So how's Chicago doing?
Chicago is on fire. We are getting ready for the second great awakening in Chicago. And we're calling it the Chicago Wave.
Ooh, I like that.
We're excited. We had planned to go into a big crusade right after convention, there in Chicago, but with everything that happened, so we online with doing services and just bringing the need. You know, there's a battle for Chicago.
Yeah.
Satan thinks that's his city, but it's not. It's God's city. And we have very deep love for that city, and we're expecting God to move. I know, we feel it in our spirit. The same thing for Amsterdam. I mean, we're seeing things that we have been praying for. And right now, like you said, God prepared us. He's using this time. And I would ask him, Lord, I just want to spend a week just buried with you, just not have to go nowhere, not pack, not do, and he's given me this. I've been in this house for 4.5 weeks almost. And I am loving my time with the Lord. He's reconnecting everybody. He's getting people reconnected, aligned with him, restructured, recalibrated, he's redoing everything. He's renewing, I believe, their commitment, maybe, he's dealing with areas that maybe they've gotten away from, but God has everything under control. And
Yes, he does. He has everything under control. Thank you so much for being with us, Jeannie. I love seeing you. I haven't been able to be with you, but real soon we'll be together again. We'll be doing on the front line, working for God. That's our joy.
Yes.
That's our joy. And also, this is Passion Week, and we're going to remind you again that this is the week that we come together and we talk about him dying on the cross. We talk about him resurrecting from the dead for you and for me. I pray that your families will be watching on Sunday. Make sure you let everybody know about Risen, that we're going to be showing it on Sunday. And it's going to be awesome to see. I really believe that a lot of people are going to get saved through this. Isn't this the whole purpose of it?
I believe that with all my heart. I believe it's going to be used for people to be saved. And that's our prayer. And that's the target, salvation.
We want to see people come to Jesus. The whole purpose of everything that we do is that people will come to the knowledge of Christ. And so thank you so much for being with us today on VisionCast. And remember that it's Passion Week. And let's seek him this week. Let's really get close to him this week, because this is Passion Week. God bless you, and thank you for being with us today. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you for tuning in today to our live broadcast. You too can also be part of giving right there where you're at, whether you're watching at home or on the go, simply by clicking on the link in the description below or through our Victory Outreach International app. Let's take a look at how easy it is to give.
Generosity made simple. Text VOI to 77977. Select the giving link. Enter your amount and gift type. If it's your first time giving, enter your payment details and confirm your gift. Thank you for your generosity. Now we can stay connected wherever you go. Download the Victory Outreach app and stay connected with Victory Outreach International. Get important updates and announcements. Learn more about our ministries. Stay connected with events, prayer requests, and more. Watch the latest video in our media section. Easily share content on social media within the app. Give from your phone in seconds. A convenient way to stay connected.
Everything must be fulfilled. You do not understand now what I'm doing. One day you will.